organic compounds. Resources required are textbook and internet connection. Summary of the lesson is sources of organic compounds will be discussed and uses of organic compounds will be explained. Quote of the day is, a winner is a dreamer who never gives up. So students, never give up in the life. You will be a winner. Objective of today's lesson is, at the end of the topic, students will be able to understand sources of organic compounds and uses of organic compounds in our daily life. Sources of organic compounds. What are the main sources of organic compounds? There are two main sources. One is animals and other is plants. And animal sources are divided into two types: proteins and fats or oils. And plants are divided into mainly two types: live plants and dead plants. From the live plants we will get carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, oils, and these all will be studied in next chapter, that is biochemistry. And from the dead plants we are obtaining coal, petroleum and natural gas. These are important energy reservoirs and used as fuels. So in your book these sources are discussed in detail. Okay, sources of organic compounds. The first most important source is living organisms. Many organic compounds such as proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, drugs and medicines are obtained from the plants and animals. These are some pictures given to you. These are all obtained from the plants or animals. Number two source is natural gas and petroleum. Do you know what is natural gas? Yes, soy gas that you used at your home. That is mainly natural gas. And what is the composition of natural gas? It contains ethane, butane and propane. And the most important constituent is methane. That is 77 to 92%. And mainly the purpose of natural gas is used as a fuel. Okay, now petroleum. Petroleum is a term that is used for raw form, or we can use a term crude oil. Crude oil or petroleum is used after the refining, and refining is done with the help of fractional distillation. What is fractional distillation? Fractional distillation is separation of a mixture on the basis of their boiling points. So crude oil is separated out in a long column on the difference of their boiling points. So we can get different fractions. For example, petroleum gas, gasoline, petrol, kerosene oil, diesel, industrial fuel and other many organic compounds. So petroleum will be made useful after the process of refining. And refining is done with the help of fractional distillation. Okay, now next source is coal. Coal is another major source of organic compound. It will give you coke and coal tar on the basis of destructive distillation. What is destructive distillation? Destructive distillation is heating of coal in the absence of air. And when coal is heated in the absence of air, it will give gas, liquid and solid. The gas is termed as coal gas and the liquid we get, it is termed as coal tar, and it is used to make dyes, drugs or the perfumes. And while the last solid part left is termed as coke, and it is used to make iron and other metals. And coke is also used as reducing agent. Students, you have studied in grade 9. Okay, now next is synthesis in laboratory. Before 1828, it was believed that organic compounds cannot be made in the lab. It is only made by the nature. So that theory is termed as vital force theory. But Wöhler synthesized urea, a natural organic compound, accidentally in the lab. So after 1828, a new branch of chemistry came into being. That name is organic chemistry. So students, what is the first organic compound that is made in the laboratory? Yes, it is urea. So students, by synthesize organic compound in the laboratory, we can use these organic compounds in our daily life in different industries such as drugs, vitamins, dyes, paints, etc. So these organic compounds are used as starting material to synthesize different chemicals that is used in our daily life. Now the next topic is uses of organic compounds. Do you have any idea where we can use these organic compounds? Let's have. Uses of organic compounds. Number one, most important use is as fuel. Natural gas and petroleum are used as fuels. These are also used as starting material for the production of variety of organic compounds. Number two, propane and butane, which are gases obtained from the natural gas, are widely used in LPG. What is LPG? It is liquefied petroleum gas. Students, you know, LPG cylinders are used in cars for fuel. Number three, ethylene. As name ends at E-N-E, it belongs to family. Yes, alkene. Ethylene is a major starting material for the manufacture of organic chemicals and products such as polyethylene, plastic bags that you use at your homes, and ethyl alcohol, acetic acid, vinegar, and ethylene glycol is used as antifreeze agent. Next is acetylene is used for artificial ripening of fruits. So students, we can ripen the fruits early from their times of ripening by using acetylene. Number 4, acetylene is widely used in the oxyacetylene welding and cutting metals. Acetylene is also used in the preparation of polymers like PVC, polyvinyl chloride, the sanitary pipes, polyvinyl acetate, synthetic rubber, nylon, etc. Next is compounds of phenols help to ensure antiseptic conditions in hospital and operating rooms. Students, you know that what is phenol? Phenol is used in hospitals as it is the first antiseptic compound that is used in operation theatres. Next is methanol is used as a solvent for fats, oils, paints and varnishes. Now there is a quick recap, students. We have done destructive distillation. What is destructive distillation? A process by which organic substances such as wood, coal and oil are decomposed by heating in the absence of air and distilled to produce useful products such as coke, charcoal, oil and different gases. This process is termed as destructive distillation of coal. The next important point is fractional distillation. What is fractional distillation? Is the separation of mixture into its components or the parts or fractions. Chemical compounds are separated by heating them to a temperature at which one or more fractions of the mixture will be vaporized, and it uses distillation to fractionate. Okay, it is assignment time, students. There are few questions given to you. Hopefully you can do these questions. Is there any kind of issue or problem in this topic? You can ask me. Thank you.